Good evening, friends. Today I'm going to be making upma, which is semolina porridge. I'm going to. I decided doing this because it was a rough day at work, pretty hectic, and I have very. I don't really have the energy to cook up an elaborate meal for myself, so I'm going for the easy but tasty dish. In a moment, I will tell you what exactly this is. But before anything else, after a rough day of work, the first rule of cooking is to pour yourself a nice small drink. I'll be back. Well, all set with the poison for today, a small drink, and on with the cooking. Let me introduce you to the ingredients. Alright, so what we need is, of course, semolina. I have taken two small measures with this, which should be enough, probably a little bit more for one person. So that's semolina. I'm gonna roast it a little bit. It is very important to roast this. Just roast it till it just starts turning brown. Don't over roast it. Then we have the green peas, my favorite. I have some shredded carrot, some green chilies, some ginger, and onions. It's important to cut the onions, long like this. I like it in the upma that way. It's a pretty simple recipe. We will quickly get on to it. So the first step, roast your semolina. So as you can see, I have roasted my semolina. It's also called suji. So if you go to an Indian store in Hungary, you probably would have to recognize it by that name, or sometimes we also call it Bombay Rava. So Bombay Rava, suji, semolina, everything is the same. It's important to take the thicker variety because then your upma comes out much better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of oil in my frying pan. I'm going to put the onions, the ginger and the green chilies and saute it a little bit till the onions are golden brown. Once that's done, that's when I add in my carrots and my peas. I don't really need to cook them a lot. It's already frozen peas, so if you're using fresh peas, then you have to boil it earlier on. But since this is frozen peas, it's already cooked. As you can see, it's already soft and mushy. You take the carrots, you put the peas, and then you just stir it around a little bit, and then you basically. Okay, in goes a little bit of oil, not much, just a little. I let the oil heat up a little bit, and then I'll put some black mustard seeds. Okay, my oil is heated up. The first thing that I'm going to put inside this is a mixture of white lentils and black mustard. I'm just going to let it splutter a little bit. Just get the white lentils or urad dal to just become red. It becomes very easily. Put in the green chilies. Oops. As clumsily as possible. Okay, and then put in all the onions and the ginger. Right, so put everything in and just stir it a little bit. Make sure that it is getting brown. So as you can see, the onions are really browned up. As soon as that is done, put in your peas and your carrots. Just give it a slight stir with the spatula and stir stir it with the spatula. Now the time to add the salt. Add just a little bit right now. We'll add a little bit later as well. Now if you remember, we had roasted our semolina and we had taken 2 measures. So for every measure of semolina, and this is important, you have to take 3 measures of water. So I have taken 6 measures of water with the same measuring cup, and I'm just going to add it into this mixture. So there I've added my water. I'm just going to make it come up to a boil, a really nice boil, and then I'm going to add the rest of my salt, the rest other half. So this has come up to a very good boil. Now it's very important. I'm going to put in the semolina or the suji slowly, and as soon as I put in, I have to start stirring it. If I don't keep on stirring it, it will form lumps and then it will not be nice. So this is an important part. You have to really focus when you're doing this. So I'm just going to put this in, and then I'm going to make sure that I'm stirring it really well and continuously, and you can see that slowly it's going to become a little thicker. This is a point where it might splutter out a little bit, so please be ready to clean your induction plate and kitchen after this. Try to reduce the heat a little bit so that you don't have a lot of splutter around, but as you can see, it's already starting to form into a semi-solid state. You just have to do it till the water totally evaporates and it becomes almost like a paste-like consistency. So there you go. You can see how this is just totally changed. It's gone from a liquid to almost a solid consistency within seconds. So that's why it's very important to keep stirring it. Your dish is almost ready. Just a little bit more dry and you're done. If I had clarified butter or ghee, this is the time when I will put it. I finished mine. I've got to make some more in the weekend. As you can see, this is no longer liquid. It's all solidified and looks yummy. So this is my dinner for the day, guys. Have a nice evening ahead. Good night. See you again. Bye bye.